while since I've shared some completed pages, like a couple of months. So can't really explain why. It just seemed like at the end of each month of coloring, I either had quite a few going into the next month, or there was a lot of craziness going on that I couldn't do the video. So this is going to be a culmination of several months worth of finished pages. And then in a different video, I think I'll show you all of the ones that I've started, because I think I've started and have whips that are almost as numerous as the number of pages. So a few of these have more than one in the book, and I'm going to show you each of them. So let's get started. And Gracie's going to join us. Hi, Gracie. Let's see. Now, these are not in any necessarily sensible order, but this is, let's see, this is the order they're stacked in. This is not necessarily the order that they were completed in, because that would just be a lot. That would be a lot. So let's see. Okay, here we go. So in Dark Fairy Tales, I do have a buddy color every month with my good friend Shira, and we did the Snow Queen. And I really like how this turned out. I love the color palette, the metallics, and I think this came out very similarly for a lot of us that I've seen post this page. I think the color palette was one that we all kind of liked, that wintry vibe. So they weren't as diverse for this page as for most of the pages that we see in this book. So let's see. Also did this page. And I did a different page for coloring Piggies for Piggy, but this could be Piggies for Piggy. However, this is, again, from Dark Fairy Tales, and this is the Three Little Pigs. And this one just didn't have as much opportunity, I felt, for variation. That, or I just wasn't feeling as creative, but I do still like the double pages. It was definitely challenging to deal with so much brown. So let's see here. If there were any more new ones. This one's a whip, not finished yet. Oh, here we go. So this was a part of Wizard of Oz. And I really like the Tin Man in this one and my sky. I think it's cool. It's one of the creepier ones I've done because of the blood. I like doing the heart and the brain there. Brain, heart, fork. I love doing those. Those were a lot of fun. I thought about making this guy more gory, but decided this was enough already. But I really like the heart and brain. They're creepy. They're very creepy. And let's see. Those are December. I think that's it for the last couple months. Yeah. Okay. So that was Dark Fairy Tales. Trying to keep this deck. And we have Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Igusa. This is one of my favorite books. And I have this one that I worked on in January. And I don't know that I'll ever consider this one finished, but it's finished to the point that I have to make a decision about this background. And had not made a decision about the background, but I do really like the rest of it. I think it turned out pretty neat. I like it a lot. I like the brass the metallic here. Yeah. All right. I think, now being in the same book, I couldn't put it in a separate pile, but there's a work in progress. Almost there. And then this one I did for January for Jazzy Doodle Designs for Wendy's complete book color along. And I really like this page set, this double page spread. Sweet little kitty, looks like my cat Cookie that I lost in the last few months, and I like to do that. And I love coloring sweets. Like, I like coloring foods, and yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I really like the background on this. That's probably what I'm most proud of, is the background. I like this cupcake a lot right here. Yeah, very cute, very cute. Lots of fun. Love all of the little sweet goodies. I like the pastel color palette of this one. I think that's the only new one in here. Oh, and I did start this one, so there's a work in progress. I was going to do this for February and was not able to finish it in February. So that's the only other one. Okay, gonna go with Gusa. We have also Kanoka Igusa is Leon's Journey. And in Leon's Journey, I am doing a book color along, a buddy group. That I'll put that in the description below if you'd like to join. We color about 1 page a month. Let's see here. This was the intro page. This was not one of the pages we did as a group. However, we were not going to cover this one as a group. And so I wanted to go ahead and get this done. And I wanted to test out pencils. So I really like the wall that I added in, and I really like the sky back here. And I like the echinacea flowers. So I did have some problem with shutting the book when this wasn't quite dry, and it smeared where I had drawn the ink. So I have a little ink smear here and an ink smear here that I still need to try to get off. Would not erase, would not cover up. So I need something stronger to cover it up, and then do something about that. I need a different eraser for that. So, and I made my Leon cat orange. I just feel like he should be orange the way Kanoko had designed it, because I, as a storyteller myself, I like to follow the narrative and keep characters consistent. So I just can't not keep them consistent. So this is one of those things that when I met with her, I asked her if the orange cat in the Halloween picture in Symphony of Cute Animals was Leon, and she said yes. So I knew that I needed to make him an orange cat. So there's my orange tabby. This is our next page that we're doing, is this one right here. And I should be starting him. It's the page for May. And then the page for April was this bunny page. And because there's a lot of us in this group, you may have seen this bunny page posted. And I just think it's precious. I like the background I added with the grass. I like this little duckling right here. He's so cute. So I was really happy with this one. I think it came out very nice. Very cute, very special for Easter and for spring. And that's all I've colored so far. So next is going to be the character page, because I need to determine what all the characters look like. And this is our page for May with Leon and the butterfly. So I'm going to mark that with this one and set this one aside. And then we have, let's see, let's pick some of these big books out of the way here. So we have Mythographic Menagerie by Fabiana Atanasio. And this just started as a one night, I think I want to color in this book. So I had pencils nearby. So this is just completely with pencils. I believe it's my Albrecht Dürer, but I did not activate any of them. Yeah, I love pufferfish. I love the ocean. And yeah, I like that a lot. That came out really cute. I like his coloring. He, I think that was really cute. And I like the color palette. I like the pastels. I love teals and ocean type themes. So yeah. What is trying to open over here? Nothing. Yeah. Yeah. So right now that is the first thing I have colored in this book. Lots of good choices in this book. This one, I just got this over Christmas, but it wasn't until after Christmas, so I didn't get to color in any of the Christmas ones ahead of Christmas, but I did want to color something in January, and I actually started this waiting in the ER when I was waiting to see somebody. So I started it then and just kept taking this small little book with me to a couple of doctor's appointments. I had a blood clot in my leg in January, and it just took a long time to get over it. I'm just now finishing getting over it, and it is May. So, but anyhow, I colored this in over several different doctor visits, waiting rooms and stuff like that. Because it's such a good little size book to like carry with you. And it was still winter, so I felt like I could do any of the pages in here. And I just think the little characters and little scenes are just so cute. So this is a million cute, or a million, I don't know the title of this. I don't remember it, and it's not in English. So here's the cover. And ISBN number, if you would like the ISBN number. I did have to order this through Etsy. Was not available on other distributors, so it's a very cute book, and it is good paper. It's not single-sided, but it's still pretty good paper. So yeah. And then let's see, I've got a couple recent ones here. So we had the Tubathon by Picky Pens that was in February. And so I colored this. This is the RJ Hampton specially designed image for the Tubathon. And I colored this one. I did print it as a PDF, of course, because it was just a download. And this is the Nina cardstock. I started it with alcohol markers and then finished it in with pencil. And I was happy with that. It came out real cute. Cuties. Very cute. Yep, that's that one. And then more recently, so this, I haven't had this bound yet. I'm going to go hopefully get like a spiral bound binding on here and get it trimmed. And this is the new Seasons of Whimsy, a cozy 4 seasons coloring book by Melanie Bess. And her business is called The Swimming Owl, her studio. And so I've colored some of these in here. And I did take to doing some watercolor on some of these because I wanted to try out the paper. All right, so here's the first one, this cute little cottage. And that came out really cute. And these are quick illustrations to color. They're not as detailed. So I had this cute little scene. And I did use a little bit of my alcohol markers on this. And then I also did the granulating Gansai Tambi watercolors for the background. And I really like that as the background. And let's see. Then another one. Thought these were really fun. At first I thought they looked more like stamps, but then I decided these look more like frames. So I decided on the gold. Watercolored the entire thing and then came in back on top of it with both pencils and the gold paint and the gold marker. And I think the purple shadow makes it. Purple shadow is it. And then I also really like how that came out. I ended up doing a little bit of extra ink on top of that. So, yeah. So those are really cute. This is a really cute book. It'll be easier to do a flip through, I think, once I've done the binding. And she does have her own flip through, but it is just a very cute book. Oh, goodness. And it just goes through all 4 seasons. That's really cute. Summer, fall. Yeah, it's a very cute book by Melanie Bess. And then I have A Million Hugs and Kisses, and I've started in a buddy group with this, and so I've done a couple of images in here. This is not one of the buddy colors. This was coloring a page that was Piggies for Piggy, and this was to thank her for all of her hard work she put into the Tubeathon that she created. It was a wonderful 24 hours of live streams that were all back to back all over the world from different coloring channels. And it was so much work to put all that together. And she raised so much money for cancer. It's awesome. She did awesome. And then this was our more recent group buddy color in here, the little rainy day page for April. I think my favorite part is like the brown and purple blend, and then like the shadow under here. It's very cute. These little guys are so cute. Yeah, I like the color palette. It's kind of an unusual color palette for me. And then previous to that, okay, so this was our April page. Wait, no, this was March. Yeah, this was our March page leading up to Easter. And I love this color palette. I just love the peachy pink combination, and then I love the peach and purple combination, and I love the purple pink combination, and I just think it worked out really, really well. I love to do purple on green for shadows on green. I think that works really, really well. And I love the color combo on this little fuzzy guy and on her dress. Yeah, I just think it's so cute. So cute. So cute. Okay, and then I did this one because I got mixed up about a page, and I thought this was the page we were doing. I think we were supposed to, oh, I dropped my pencil. I think we were doing, I got mixed up between someone talking about a page in another group, and that wasn't the page for my group. I'm not sure which page it was, but I did that one by mistake, I think. Not sure, but it was fun, and I like the color palette. I think I'm having a fun time doing more limited color palettes in this book, and that's something that's new to me. I'm not used to restraining myself in that way, and I think it's worked out very well. Yeah, and I think that's the only ones. Yeah. Okay, Hugs and Kisses. A Million Hugs and Kisses by Lulu Mayo. Okay, we have Mythogoria Undead Academy. So both Hollyberry Colors and Piggy Pens have a continuing light versus dark hashtag every month, and the theme every month that they put out. And I try to do this every month, but this is the one that I did not post. I got backlogged with my appointments and stuff, and I was coloring this one in, and I got to a stopping point that I wasn't sure what else to do with it. So I think now I either need to add, well, I didn't finish the floor, but I think I need to add darker darks and brighter brights with either a paint or an acrylic marker or something, because I feel like it kind of got a little flat, like with the skin tones, both in the creature and in the girl. And I think, even though I like the purple shadows, I think it's not dynamic enough for what's happening. So maybe she needs to have some darker shadows in order, like maybe her dress, and the edge of her face and the back side of her arms and legs and hair to give it a little more contrast. I'm not real sure. So this I don't consider finished, but I like where it's going. I like the purple and the swirls. So that's the first picture I've colored in there. Lots of great choices in there. So I actually should put that on the works in progress pile. Let's see. Then we have Maria Trolle's Universe. And I cannot remember if I actually posted this or not in any way or showed it in a video. And I don't think I did. I can't remember. So let's see. And then I did this one along with Tara. So she was doing a color along on her channel, Tara Triple E Arts. And so she was doing this and I just felt like joining in. So I joined in. And then I think I've already shown these two. Yeah, those are September. Yeah, that's it so far in that book. So cuties, little mice. And then I'm down to like 4. So let's see here. We have Witch's Cottage, which this book I'm trying to complete the whole book. Now I had this page done already from fall, and I wanted to do something else with both of my cats. So I actually lost both my cats in the last 6 months. I lost one in January, one in October. So where's the kitty cat page? Where's the kitty cat page? See, I have a lot of in progress in this book because I'm just working on everything all the time in this book. I need to find the kitties. Nope. Where are they? Oh. Thought I marked it. Sorry. I wonder if it's in a different book with the branches. Yeah. All right. Must be in a different book. Well, let me find it. Oh, I found it. Never mind. All right, so this one is almost finished. So this was my not posted to the hashtag because I didn't get finished, but this was my 2 kitty cats, and this was for Angels or Demons. And even though he could be the demon sometimes, they're both angels. I love and miss them both. And this is Cookie and this is Dusty. So my 2 kitties that are in heaven. So my angels. That's my angels. So, definitely still need to finish that one. And this is Inktense, so I just haven't activated that background yet. Then I have Wild Own Nature by Rayan Udaichi or Raider Prince. Fun, cute little book. And this was a more recent one for this month was our extra buddy color in one of my buddy color groups. And this was a fun little page to color. Made it kind of tropical looking. It was actually kind of a quick color. And I think I was trying my new Woomers, I believe, because I had just gotten them recently and like organized them into like an actual makes sense kind of order into a case. Oh, I need to erase. I need to erase. Where's my eraser? There it is. Let's see. Oh, that's a little better. Can't have that mark. Okay, that's better. Okay, so that was Wild Own Nature. Wild Owned Nature? Wild Own Nature? Walk in Nature. Oh no, I don't know. Okay, so next I have Hidden Earth and Hidden Seasons. So this one was trying out new pencils and comparing them on this paper. So we have Holbein Pastel, which I only have the little tin, the little set. Woomers, which is my most recent one. Couleur Macaron, macarons, which I have had for a while, but I kind of wanted to compare them to the Holbein Pastels. And then Polychromos. So that was kind of a fun little comparison. They all worked pretty well, you know. So surprisingly, the color worked out better than I thought they would. I didn't think they'd have that much of a color payout. And Holbein's weren't that much different, but they blended better. So Polychromos blended pretty well. Surprising how well those did, because, oops, and I see another stray mark. Why do I keep doing that? Where's my eraser? There's my eraser. Every now and then I'll start coloring while I'm still kind of sleepy, or I'll get sleepy and I'll still be trying to color and I'll drop my pencil or make some weird mark. Yeah, I must have dropped my pencil. Okay. They came out cute. I really like them. So I think these are perfect for that kind of little test. I think that's it. That's new. I finished the background on that, and that was my trial with the King Art gel sticks, and that, ugh, I feel like that was a disaster. Oh, and I started this one in January, and I have like just that little bit to go. So that was just a fun sitting on the couch. Yeah. Yeah, cute. And I think that was Polly's. Just sitting on the couch one night, I'm like, I feel like coloring. So I grabbed the nearest book and the nearest pencils. Yeah. I wonder if that was the super colors. Well, I guess I'd have to test with water to find out. But when I finish it, I'll figure that out. And then I have Hidden Earth. All right, so this was just trying out the Ecoline markers when I first got them. So one day I'll come back to that. There's so many I want to color in here. Started that one, inspired by the eggs that I saw Tara do. And then, where'd it go? I know I started one in here. Surely that's not it. Oh, yeah. So I did these, started watching Tara. So for Tara Tripoli Arts, when she does her little color alongs, I just felt like joining in. So I did these little snails. Kept to kind of a small color palette of orange, pink, green, blue, purple. Oh, and yellow. Yeah, just kind of a basic primaries, but bright pastel type collection. So that was just my, kind of mindless coloring, just having some fun. And I did do a little bit with the Ecoline watercolor markers, just a little, and then mostly pencil. Yeah, very cute. I think that's it. There's a couple that I really want to get to. I love this. I really want to get to this. I just think that would just be so fabulous. There was another one I really liked. I really liked the Winter Bunny. Yeah. It's such a fun book. Such a fun book. Okay. So I colored in quite a few, and I have a stack of whips that are almost as tall as that, but I think I'll save that for another video. So I don't know if that's a lot for that amount of time. I don't know if I found them all. It's been a crazy couple of months and I'm just trying to keep up. So love you guys and thank you for watching my finished pages, and I may add more. If I find a couple more before I send out this video, I'll add them to the end. So thank you for bearing with me and waiting for all those finished pages. Love you guys and see you soon. Bye-bye.